Did you know that Israel has been continuously inhabited for over 3,000 years, making it one of the oldest countries in the world? Our journey begins with the ancient Canaanites, who established one of the world's first urban civilizations right here, over 5,000 years ago. Their culture was rich, complex, and deeply spiritual, and they left a lasting legacy in the form of their alphabetic script, which would later evolve into the Hebrew and Phoenician alphabets. But the Canaanites were not alone. This ancient land was a crossroads of empires, coveted by many. The Egyptians, the Hittites, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and the Persians all swept through this region in their time, each leaving their mark. Yet, amidst this turbulent landscape, a new power arose. The Israelites, believed to be descendants of a nomadic people known as the Habiru, established their first kingdom under the leadership of Saul around the 11th century BCE. This was followed by the reigns of David and Solomon, which marked the golden age of the Israelite kingdom, renowned for its prosperity, wisdom, and the construction of the first temple in Jerusalem. However, the glory of the Israelite kingdoms was not to last. Internal divisions led to the split into two kingdoms, Israel in the north and Judah in the south. These were eventually conquered by the Assyrians and Babylonians respectively, leading to the infamous Babylonian exile. The land saw the rise and fall of other empires too. The Persians, under Cyrus the Great, allowed the Jews to return and rebuild their temple. Alexander the Great's conquest brought Hellenistic culture. Then came the Romans, who destroyed the Second Temple and renamed the region Syria-Palestina. Each of these periods left its imprint on the land and the people, weaving a rich tapestry of cultures, beliefs, and traditions. This land, so ancient and yet so vibrant, has been the backdrop to human history for millennia. This rich and tumultuous ancient history laid the groundwork for the Israel we know today. Imagine being forced out of your homeland and returning centuries later. This is the story of the Jewish diaspora. The Jewish diaspora, a scattering of the Jewish people beyond the borders of ancient Israel, was a monumental event in history. The diaspora began in the 8th century BCE, when the Assyrians conquered Israel, leading to the first wave of Jewish emigration. Over the next several centuries, the Jewish people found themselves dispersed further across the globe due to conquests by Babylonians, Romans, and others. Despite these adversities, the Jewish diaspora didn't mean the end of Jewish culture. Instead, it led to the establishment of vibrant Jewish communities around the world, from Spain to Persia, from Germany to Morocco. These communities, despite being far from their ancestral homeland, managed to preserve their unique traditions, language, religion, and cultural identity. Yet, throughout the centuries, a longing for a return to their homeland remained. This longing was not just a dream, but an integral part of Jewish prayer and ritual. The hope of return, inscribed in the Jewish heart and soul, was a constant companion during the diaspora. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, this yearning took on a political form with the rise of the Zionist movement. Zionism, led by visionaries like Theodor Herzl, aimed at the establishment of a Jewish homeland in Palestine. The movement gained international support, culminating in the Balfour Declaration of 1917, wherein Britain expressed its support for the establishment of a Jewish national home in Palestine. The Jewish diaspora, therefore, is not just a story of dispersion and survival, but also a testament to the resilience of the Jewish spirit. It's a story of keeping alive the flame of hope and identity, of enduring longing, and of the ultimate return to the ancestral homeland. Despite being scattered worldwide, the Jewish people never lost their connection to their ancestral homeland. In 1948, against all odds, the modern state of Israel was born. This was no ordinary birth, but one that emerged from the ashes of a tumultuous history, fueled by the indomitable spirit of a people determined to reclaim their ancestral homeland. The journey towards the creation of modern Israel was a complex one, marked by a series of significant events. The British Mandate for Palestine, established after the fall of the Ottoman Empire in the aftermath of World War I, was one such pivotal moment. The mandate was intended to pave the way for a national home for the Jewish people, a concept initially embraced by the local Arab population. However, as Jewish immigration increased, tensions began to rise, leading to widespread unrest and violence. In the backdrop of this turmoil, a horror of unimaginable proportions was unfolding in Europe. The Holocaust, a genocide perpetrated by Nazi Germany, resulted in the systematic murder of 6 million Jews. This horrific event intensified the global sympathy for the Zionist cause and the demand for a Jewish homeland where they could seek refuge from persecution. The United Nations in 1947 proposed a partition plan, recommending the division of Palestine into two independent states, one Jewish and one Arab, with Jerusalem under international administration. The Jewish community accepted the plan, but it was rejected by the Arab states and the Palestinian Arab leadership, leading to a civil war. Despite the challenges, on May 14, 1948, David Ben-Gurion, the head of the Jewish Agency, declared the establishment of a Jewish state to be called Israel. The announcement marked the culmination of decades of Jewish struggle and signaled the birth of the first Jewish state in 2,000 years. The birth of modern Israel was not just about the creation of a state, it was about the fulfillment of a dream of a homeland where Jews could live free from fear and persecution. With its establishment, Israel became a beacon of hope and a safe haven for Jews worldwide. This was a moment of triumph, not just for the Jewish people but for the human spirit, for resilience, and for the undying hope of a better tomorrow. From the day of its creation, Israel has been at the center of regional conflicts. The nation's struggle for survival and identity has been marked by a series of wars and uprisings, each leaving an indelible imprint on the country's history. The Arab-Israeli Wars, for instance, were a series of conflicts that erupted following the establishment of Israel in 1948. Sparked by a deep-seated animosity, these wars tested the resilience of this newly formed nation, with each side asserting their claims to the land. In the 1950s and 60s, the Suez Crisis and the Six-Day War were significant flashpoints. These wars not only reshaped the geopolitical landscape, but also deepened the divide between Israel and its Arab neighbors. Moving into the latter part of the 20th century, the Intifadas emerged as another defining feature of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. These uprisings, marked by violent protests and civil disobedience, reflected the mounting frustrations of the Palestinian people under Israeli occupation. But amidst these tumultuous times, there have also been concerted efforts for peace. The 1979 peace treaty with Egypt, for instance, marked a significant shift in the regional dynamics. For the first time, an Arab nation recognized Israel's right to exist, setting a precedent for future negotiations. Similarly, the 1994 peace treaty with Jordan further underscored Israel's commitment to peaceful coexistence. This agreement, though not without its challenges, signaled a move towards diplomacy and dialogue over warfare. Yet, despite these peace treaties, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues, with issues of borders, refugees, and the status of Jerusalem remaining unresolved. The path to peace is fraught with complexities, each side grappling with the realities of their historical grievances and aspirations for the future. Despite the ongoing conflicts, Israel continues to strive for peace and coexistence. The nation remains hopeful, willing to navigate the thorny path to peace because, at the end of the day, the desire for a secure, harmonious existence is a shared human aspiration, transcending borders and histories. Today, Israel stands as a vibrant and diverse country, a melting pot of cultures and traditions. Indeed, the Israel of the 21st century is a hub of innovation and progress, a beacon of culture and intellect that persistently shines in the Middle East. Israel's technological prowess is globally recognized. It is often referred to as the startup nation, due to its thriving tech industry, which has given birth to innovations that have revolutionized various sectors worldwide. From pioneering developments in drip irrigation and desalination that address global water scarcity, to advances in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and medical technology, Israel's technological landscape is a testament to the nation's ingenuity and entrepreneurial spirit. However, the richness of Israel is not confined to technology alone. The country is also a melting pot of cultures where age-old traditions intermingle with modern society. The sounds of Hebrew, Arabic, Russian, Amharic, and Yiddish fill the air, each language telling a unique story of the people who speak it. Israel's cuisine, too, is a delectable fusion of Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, and Jewish culinary traditions, a testament to the country's diverse cultural tapestry. Still, Israel is not without its challenges. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains a pressing issue, casting a long shadow over the nation's achievements. The path to peace is fraught with complexities and difficulties, but the pursuit of a just and sustainable resolution continues. Internally, Israel grapples with social issues such as economic disparity and religious secular tensions. Yet, these challenges do not diminish Israel's accomplishments, but instead highlight the resilience and determination of its people. From ancient times to the present day, Israel's history is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. As we close this chapter of our journey through Israel's history, let us not forget the trials and tribulations that have shaped this nation, nor the triumphs and achievements that continue to define it. Let us look ahead to a future where peace and prosperity prevail, a future that Israel and its people are tirelessly working towards. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Israel's history. We've traversed the sands of time, witnessing the birth, growth, and evolution of a nation that has left an indelible mark on the world stage. From its ancient roots to its modern-day vibrancy, Israel's story is one of resilience, innovation, and cultural fusion. As we wrap up this narrative, we invite you to delve deeper, to learn more, to engage in conversations and broaden your understanding of the world we share. If you've enjoyed this journey and want to explore more such narratives, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Your support helps us bring more such engaging, informative content. Stay tuned for our next video where we will embark on a new journey exploring another fascinating corner of our world. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and always stay curious.